Hey everybody, morning, Duncan here, incognito. Sitting here on YouTube listening to a debate on abortion, pro-life versus pro-choice. So I'm going to get into that for a second, but before I do, please like my channel, comment in the box below, hit the bell for notifications. Also, come find me on Facebook, Twitter, and many other things. So let's talk about this for a second. I've sat here for about 20 minutes and I've listened to the back and forth argument about woman's choice versus the life of the unborn child. I've heard about everything from producing more contraceptives, more sex ed, yada yada yada. I mean, they went all the way down the list. But there's a few things that strikes me as odd when we talk about abortion. The first thing that really strikes me as odd is nobody's talking about the choice between having sex and not having sex. Everybody wants to talk about a woman's choice, but there's your very first choice, and the majority of women choose to have sex. So then they want to talk about health, the choice, and whether it's in their body and it's growing and their rights as a woman. Well, here's the thing. It took two to create that little human inside of a woman. It takes two to form it. It takes two to fertilize the egg. It takes two to create that life. Yet in this country, men, mostly fathers, have no rights. We can't stop an abortion. We can't speak for our unborn children. Yet women have sole possession of the button of our child's life. When did we go from equality to woman's choice? And how did that last in less than 5 years? In the 60s, women fought hard for equal opportunity, equal pay, equal rights. But then in 1973, women won choice. They become allowed to make the choice of an unborn child. Now think about this though. In 1972, WIC was established. WIC is a program called Women, Infant, and Children, which gave tax-funded benefits to mothers or low-income families with children of less than 5 years of age or mothers who are pregnant. The sole prerequisite for WIC is proof of life or a positive pregnancy test. So before WIC, or before Roe versus Wade is even passed, the government has already given tax benefits to unborn children. So by 1973, Roe versus Wade actually is a violation of taxation without representation. And then when you add in the fact that men no longer have a choice, men no longer have a voice, when you think of the fact that Vietnam largely subversed the entire nation into holding up signs that called our boys, our men fighting in Vietnam, baby murderers, all of which time these are the same people that fought to go get our babies murdered inside clinics. You see, Vietnam was the very first war that they allowed reporters on the front lines. These reporters saw men, because men were the only ones fighting on the front lines, they saw men shooting people, killing. And America didn't know how to handle that. And of course, here's this liberal machine that shows up, and they use it for propaganda. They use it to pump Agenda 21. They use it to pump abortion. And by the way, Planned Parenthood, the leading cause of abortions in this country, Planned Parenthood was founded by a lady named Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger was a very well-known racist. She spoke many times at KKK rallies about eradicating minority groups, about birth control, about controlling the population of minority groups. So when we look at Roe versus Wade, I look at a constitutional law that was based and passed at a time of one of the most controversial turmoils in U.S. history. It was lathered in woman's choice versus woman's rights. It was lathered in sexism, genderism, racism. It was lathered in hypocritical statements, taxation without representation. The truth is, Roe versus Wade needs to get back to the Supreme Court immediately. The Supreme Court needs to overturn Roe versus Wade, and we need to have a real constitutional argument about the validity of killing unborn children. Men need to have more of a voice. We need to have our rights back. I represent an organization called Fathers Allied Against Abortions. We believe that we have a voice. We believe that we take part of this travesty, that we need to be more responsible as humans, that if we decide to go have sex, that we need to make a choice together for the best of our children and our future. Abortion is wrong. Stand with me. Stand against abortion. All lives matter, even the youngest, even the most vulnerable. Stand up for unborn children. Stand against abortion. Murder is wrong. And that's my voice. Please, again, follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to my channel. I'm on Google+. Comment in the box below. Hit that bell for notifications and all that good stuff. Peace. God bless. Duncan out.